Hello and good morning from Australia, and welcome to my Essential Messages. My name is Bobbie Richardson. Today we will be doing a tarot reading. We're going to focus in on the rest of the year since it's mid-year at the moment. And anyone who watches this later on, they can just use it for the rest of the year, the year that they're on. So we've got three piles to choose from. I will share those because they will be up in the title, but we'll share screen for a minute. There's the three piles, 1, 2, and 3. If you want to choose one now. And let's get into this reading. Hey, Debbie, good to see you in the chat bar. I'll put the timestamps on down below after this live. So we're going for obviously number 1, pile 1 for the rest of the year, please. What's coming up for pile 1? Let me tune into pile 1. Pile 1, please. What's coming up for them for the rest of the year? One card that's blown out onto the table. We'll just choose that one. Okay. We've got pile 1, please. Pile 1. Story we're going to do for the rest of the year for them. Okay, so we have a few that's pulled out. The first one that pulled out was the 7 of Wands. So with the 7 of Wands, there is a feeling of be aware of you standing guard, protecting too much, being concerned about what's happening in your life to the point where you are putting too much effort into standing guard or protecting. And because if you are putting all your effort into that, it's a lot less effort going into what you actually want to manifest. So just be aware of that as you're going along in the year. We also have there are some awesome things coming up for you. Pile 1. So we have the 8 of Cups as well, which is walking away from something that you have either finished, you've decided it's the end of the road, can't be bothered with it anymore. It's not really giving me anything anymore. It's done what it's needed to do. Sometimes we can walk away from this feeling a little bit abandoned or worried, concerned because of the way that it ended. But do remember that phases happen in your life and people come and go for specific reasons as well, higher purposes that you might not be aware of. And so when those things come up and, it's time to actually move on from them, that could be an actual blessing in disguise, meaning that you're not really sure what's going to happen next. You're walking into the unknown. She's walking towards the moon. The moon is the unknown phase of life. It's something that's an illusion. It seems to emit its own light, but it doesn't, kind of thing. So I'm feeling with this card, you might have walked away, or you might be walking away from something that you've been overprotecting or trying too hard for, trying too much, and it's taking too much of your energy. So you choose to walk away. As you go along let's just do it. And it did say as you're going along in the year, so I'm going to go with that first. Yeah, we have 2 cards that is coming up. This is you learning to manifest, bring in your energy. So in front of you, you might have a lot of things that you've given your energy away to in the past, and maybe this is a great time to recall and bring back all of the elements within yourself that you have maybe given to other people so that you could keep the status quo, keep the peace sort of thing. And I'm feeling from this card, this is you tuning into yourself, bringing all of those beautiful tools that you have, that you've gifted to other people or tried to help other people with, tune it back into yourself to become the magician, to become your own world of magic, your own chance to actually create something beautiful in your world. So he's got all of the elements. He's got the earth, the pentacles, the cups, the swords that wield the truth and cut through the lies, the wands, the doing, the actions and everything, the thinking. So we have all of this that we want to bring back. So even if it's probably a good idea to imagine all of those that have been in your past sitting in front of you, and then feeling the chords of what you've actually given them, or trying to make peace within those with those people or with those circumstances. See the chord coming back, and we recall, that's the word I'm trying to find, recall the energy that you gave to those circumstances or those people. Recall it back to you. Now, when you've got it back in your energy field, what can you do with this? How can you become the magician in your world, and how can you use it for yourself now? Because I really feel for the rest of the year, this is going to be a great time for you to go, okay, I've done enough for everyone else. It never really worked out for me in any case. So it's time for me to make my own peace with myself, and not be reliant on helping everyone else to make peace for myself, but actually bring the energy back to me and then find out what I can do with it. Because the next card that came out for you, the same time as the Magician actually, was the Ten of Pentacles. And this is bounty. This is like abundance around you, abundance coming in, businesses working for you, things that you've put your energy in is actually grounding or manifesting abundance, money and fulfilling you with a lot more. You are finding a stable ground in this reality finally. And what a beautiful card to have that follows up for this story. I'm going to take another tarot deck and confirm these cards and see what comes out from this tarot deck. Now, I'm no astrologer or anything like that. I don't dabble into astrology, so I don't know what's going on in that. All I do is channel. I channel through my guides, and I feel into the energies present. So if you want to know how I do this, let's just see what we can get out of this new tarot deck for you guys, so that we can follow up on that story. A couple more that's coming up. Okay, so we have, I'm just going to place these. You are kidding me. You're going to love this. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay. Okay, so we have, for the Eight of Cups, around the Eight of Cups placement, fell the King of Swords and the Eight of Coins. So with the Eight of Cups of walking away from something, we have, I am now using my intelligence for myself. That's the King of Swords. That's it. I know what I need to know now. I'm going straight for it. The king, being a masculine, is somebody who's direct. He knows exactly where he's going, and he knows exactly what to say. He knows exactly what to think. He's like, I've got myself organized within my mind, and that gives some absolute clarity. Along with that is the Eight of Coins, which is almost like creating a business, or like, see, if we're walking away from something that's given us either not enough, or we've done enough with it, it's not fulfilling us anymore, then you might be walking into something, or I feel you're walking into creating a new business, something that's going to give you a feeling of I've now mastered myself. I'm now mastering myself, or learning to master myself. I'm now grounding my abundance on my in my reality, in my world. That's the feeling I'm getting from that. Then underneath the Seven of Wands was the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is someone who's carrying too much burden. And I do feel it actually kind of fell between the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So I'm feeling like because of that burden that you've had, that you've been carrying everybody else's load, is kind of giving you this overprotectiveness. So just be aware because of what's happened up till now, that you don't carry those burdens with you by taking one of those wands and standing guard and trying to make sure that you're protected. Be aware that it's openness and vulnerability that will gift you more, because then he can put down the wand and then these people put down their wands because they're no longer fighting or getting prepared to fight each other. Even getting prepared to fight each other takes energy. And that's when they leave, all of a sudden you see a clear path in front of you. So sometimes when we pick up the wand first, to protect ourselves, it's literally the universe is going to gift us something to protect ourselves from. So when we are constantly carrying our past with us on our back, we will end up projecting that into the future. So just be aware of that as you're going along in this year for the rest of the year. Underneath the Magician, we have the Page of Coins. So this is a new start for you in finding abundance. How can I create more abundance? There's a lot of coins here. So how can I create or ground my business? How can I create support for myself? How can I support who I am, so that it's not only in my imagination, but also grounded on in this reality, that I don't have to worry about things anymore. There might be a journey that you're going on from here on out, for the rest of the year, of how am I going to organize this so that I don't have to worry about my being supported either by other people, other fractions, other whatever. I want to do this myself now. So you're wielding your magic by pulling all of your energy back, especially if you're a giver. There'll be a lot of energy out there that's floating around that you could literally ask for it to come back to you, and use that to wield your own, income and bringing in businesses and stuff like that. And you never guess what the last card was. So we had the Ten of Pentacles, remember? And it was a totally different deck. The Ten of Coins. Believe that, right? How exciting is this? You guys are in for a very, very, very fruitful, promising end to this year. This year is going to give you what you really wanted to give, those wishes that you put out. Just relax, they're coming. But also, we do have that warning. We do have that warning of not bringing the past in, not carrying everybody else's baggage anymore, lightening your load, so that you can bring in this Ten of Pentacles, bring in the world that you really want. Show to yourself that you are worthy of these coins coming in. A real joyful, it's kind of like, it feels to me like, oh my God, I can relax now. I've got this in the bag. Like literally they're showing me a bag of coins on you. And instead of these on your back, all the worries and concerns and the protections and all of that on your back, you've got a bag of coins on your back instead. It's like, yay, hi ho, hi ho. It's off to where we go. So there must be some work involved in this, where you're ready or you're prepared to put in the work, knowing full well that it's all going to come back to you tenfold, right? I love these words that are coming out of me. So yeah, you are definitely going to, I feel there's a creative endeavor that you're moving into, and it's going to be purposeful. It's going to make you feel not only that you're abundant in the respect of grounding this abundance so that you feel safe in this world, living in this world, but also abundant within feeling Purpose. You've got a lot of purpose now. Your soul is enlightened by this experience, and so your soul grounds or more love from your soul grounds more into your body. It can become more and more and more into your body so that you are becoming more and more whole of yourself because you are self-supportive of who you are. You are your own central point of the galaxy, of your own creation, your own central point of the galaxy, your own central point of this reality, and you know it. And so you are bringing in whatever's needed in the moments as it goes along. You're no longer afraid anymore. You have the magic. You've figured it out. You've figured it out. I love this. This is just a beautiful first up reading, right? For file number one. How awesome is that? Okay. Taros. I'm going to choose, there's this really bizarre deck that I've got. It's got a kind of, it does bring up so-called God. We'll just replace God with the universe or source energy, whatever feels comfortable for you. But it has a lot of really profound kind of messages in it. I'll just see if there's a message from here for you for the rest of the year. Oh my gosh, that flew out. Let's see what that one says. We are born with silent knowledge, and it has the turtles. And the turtles to me represent, that's literally my name in Cherokee, is Alanawa Nanahi. Alanawa means turtle, where I carry the code and the map on the back of the turtle to lead people through to the new earth. And the turtle, and Nanahi is fairy, by the way, or elementals. The Cherokee elders said that I'm creator of that of the fairies. Anyways, me aside, the reason why I'm bringing that up is so that I give you a little bit more body towards what I'm going to say. So the turtle to me represents a whole new way of living. They have this cycle on their back that's 13 little segments in the central point there. So it's like connecting back into earth again, recognizing that through your silence, being that this is the message of silence, you will be able to connect back to earth and into earth abundance again, where she is replenishing you. And so you have this connection that's coming in, where you're starting to return home, because a turtle always carries that home on their back. It also represents Mother Earth. So, and the true cycle of nature, and you tapping into the true cycle of nature. I love that. So there's three of them as well. So there could be like a group of you that do this or come together eventually. It might not be the same to me by the end of the year, but there's something that's coming eventually for that. It says on the back, there's a few words. I'll just read them out. When we are born, our body knows what it is and it knows what to do. We can feel silent knowledge every time we breathe. So our bodies already have this affinity or understanding that it's part of Earth. We are not separate from her. We are part of her. She sees us as part of her. So when we go back to that, we have a lot more vastness and magic and abundance coming to us. I really like that too. Let's get an angel message as well from, I think this is Doreen Virtue's angel message. That one kind of just folded out onto my hand. Surrender and release. And that totally goes with this eight of cups. So they want you to they want you not only to surrender and release, but just, well, it is that, but I had this feeling of trusting this, really jumping off the proverbial cliff. Just, I know this is going to work now. It's almost like confirmation isn't even necessary because you already know in yourself that you've put out to the universe what you desire, and it is definitely going to come back now. So there's a cycle in your life that you know you're ending, you feel it, you feel that you're ending one cycle and returning or starting a whole another cycle. So that's for the angels. I've got all these different decks that I pulled out of my bowl, so we'll see which comes out of this one as well. Is there another message for pile one, please? Pile one. Those that are tuning into pile one. Okay, so we have patience, and nobody likes to see this card, but there's a reason why it's come out. And it's got to do with the transition of you leaving something and recognizing what you're leaving you need to completely let go of to bring in this magician feel of yourself empowerment. There's a patience around it of allowing it to go in divine timing for you. Don't try to do and push, because that's literally this. That's literally this. And that's what you want to let go of. It's more of like the surrender. And so the patience comes in to me with that surrender. It says on the back of it, be patient, be willing to pass up good for great. So yeah, be willing to pass up something that might have fitted for you, but you can see it's not working for you anymore, for something even way better for you for the rest of the year. So I will love you and leave you there, guys, from pile one. Thank you for being part of this. And I'll just pack that up so that we can get into pile two. Hey, guys from the chat bar. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Janine. Jenny, sorry. I do it every time. Linda, Geo, Phoenix. Good to see you guys in the chat bar. Are you still in Thailand, Phoenix? It'd be interesting to know. I know she works over there. Okay. Where are we going with this? We're going to do pile two now. Pile two is going to be sitting there if you're in the chat bar going, damn, I should have picked pile one. That's so funny. Pile three for Geo. Okay. Let's go. Pile two, please. Pile two. Let me feel into the energy of pile two first. Pile two. For the rest of the year, please, and whoever watches this in the future or whenever. Pile two, pile two, pile two. I do feel it's really interesting. The Queen of Cups is flowing out. I feel very, this is a very emotional kind of Queen of Cups and a very watery feeling of Pleiades came through straight up with this. Like the mermaid kind of a feel, coming into your emotions and being queen of your emotions, understanding your emotions can actually help you navigate through your reality as well, showing you face value, what's really going on, something to do with that, understanding, and you understanding. Pile two, pile two. Pile two, please. Just one more card would be great. Yes, there's another. I like to go to the end of the deck. Well, another one's come out. Okay, so we've got 5 cards, and that's all good. So we have the Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. So this could be almost like they're telling me a false start. Just be aware of any false starts that come into your reality. It's not there as a false start so much as it might not have worked out the way that you wanted it to, but it's going to work out in the end because it will turn right side up in the end, meaning that there's this new beginning. And the only reason why it came in not quite working out to begin with is to show you a true value of your emotions and how you can control them. There's something to do with that, controlling emotions. We also have the Hangman that's not hanging. So the Hangman came in reverse as well. So he's standing upright. And usually it's, to me, the Hangman is somebody who's seeing life at a different perspective. He's waiting for the changes to happen outside of him because he's changed his inner world and he's waiting for his outer world to change. And standing upright, it's like I do feel this empowerment, actually. I feel like there's an empowerment with you of transcending is the word that's coming up. Transcending into something better. And that's why the Ace of Wands was in reverse as well. There's this transitioning that's taking place for you as you go along in the year. We have two other cards that's come out, and it might feel like a little bit of a difficult road. We do have the Two of Swords, but it's in reverse. You're learning to take the blindfold off. So this person is blinded, holding up these swords of protection. I've got to protect my mind, living very much in the logical mind. In reverse, it's like I've taken off my blindfold. I'm putting down my swords. I'm starting to surrender to this. We do have the Ten of Swords coming out as well. So this is a lot of mind work here, a lot of mind that's been maybe infiltrating you for a while. And it's time to release it because the 10 is actually, even though it looks really is actually a good sign because it means that you're completely releasing, and especially with that Two of Swords in reverse as well. You're learning to release your mind. The transitioning that you're going to go through is going to give you clarity because you're learning how to control that and put in place that logical mind that's been dictating how your life's going to work, and which is going to give you a lot more clarity and space, which is actually one of the big transitions that I took when they were showing me this journey into absolute release, absolute knowing, clarity. I know where I'm going now. So this is actually a very valuable time for you, pile two. Please don't see because it looks like a lot of swords and a lot of hoo-ha. It's something to do with you taking back your body's reactions or your emotions towards your mind and seeing how it all plays out and taking back the power of that. And that means that you can now use whenever you feel something and an emotion comes up, you're like, oh, I know how to navigate this now. I don't need it. It's not going to overwhelm me. My emotions I have this now. I have my mind in place of how to shift up the story. There's something to do with that that's coming for you for the rest of the year. It's very valuable. And exciting. Honestly, it was one of the biggest, beautifulest transitions I went through. And on the other side of it was absolute bliss and absolute knowing. It's when all my gifts started to come up as well. I started to be more, have a lot of premonitions and things like that too. And look what's come up for the Queen of Cups is, because I've just grabbed another deck, sorry, is the sun. So the sun is coming up for you. This is the most positive card in the deck, as in the major arcana. It's like we are starting fresh and new. It's golden. It has a lot of abundance around it. You know who you are. It's strong, fiery. There is Leo there as well, because Leo's ruled by the sun. So I'm going to see what else comes up just to see what other stories come up for you with another deck. Look at this Leo card just came out next to the sun. Strength, the lion, but it was in reverse. So you might feel going into the rest of the year, there might be a feeling of, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Please don't worry. It's always easier said than done, but through the transition, see it as a transition. Come above it, be the observer of it. Say to yourself, okay, I feel at this moment. I don't feel like I have strength at this moment, but this is turning around. This is actually what's going to give me strength, because you have to go into the depths of self. We have to feel through those things that we didn't give ourselves power. And when we do that, it does feel like the whole world is going to crumble around you. literally fall down. So we have the Nine of Swords that's come up, but it's in reverse. See, everything's falling away from you. All of these thoughts, lots of thought, lots of learning how to handle the mind, and it's such a good transition. But the Nine of Swords coming out was actually under the Hangman in reverse. So seeing life from a different perspective and realizing that you've got this now, you know how to wield this, you know how to navigate through the nightmares. So in other words, when you wake up and you're like, oh, my head's so busy, oh my God, I can't handle this anymore. You are learning, or they are asking you to just breathe. I will always breathe when I feel a lot of mind stuff, and then bring myself into, if you're in your bedroom, for some reason, I see you in bed doing this, like you wake up at 3 in the morning and your mind's going crazy about life and all of that. Breathe and feel into the blankets and feel into how soft, and feel into how you've got a beautiful pillow at you on your head, and that, like, bring yourself into the moment. You're learning to bring yourself into the moment and not allow your thoughts or your mind to rule you anymore. There was a Three of Swords that's also come out on the side. So this is something that has stabbed you maybe in the heart in the past, and it's coming up for you to clear. And that's why it's coming in on its side. It's like sliding in there into your life of, this has happened, but it's not necessarily going to happen again. So we need to stop the mind from reenacting it, which means that you're focused on it, which means that you're bringing it in again. So this is a great transition for you to go, no more, that's the past. No, not doing it anymore. Taking more control of myself now. For some reason, this pile here, it feels like whoever chose it would go, oh my God. But it's actually an absolute freaking blessing in disguise, because it's bringing out those gremlins. And if you keep going the way you're going and you ignore them and, just keep going on your life like you have been, nothing's going to transcend into something absolutely release and peaceful and going, oh my God, I know how to control my mind. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine yourself going, oh my God, I've got it now. I know how to stop my mind from wheeling all those horrible thoughts now. I know what to do. And then watching your outside world start to reflect that clarity, and you becoming more clear with what's coming in. I literally got predictions after this sort of thing happening to me many years ago. I knew when things were going to happen. I knew who to help. I knew who not to help. It's such a beautiful, there's more power to this reading than probably what you're thinking. So pile two, though. I've also got these cards that have a lot of they say a lot of God this, God that. Just if you don't want to use the word God, just use the word that you use: source, energy, universe, whatever. Divine creator. But they have really profound messages on them. So let's see what comes up. This one actually flipped back into the pack, so I'll take it. God, everything in God's creation is perfect. Everything in the universe's creation, or prime creator's creation, is perfect. And that's through this reading and seeing this reading as it is, you might go, oh no, but this is literally saying, no, this is perfect for you. This is the gift. This is the gift. It's got some writing on the back. I'll just quickly read that out. If we don't see our own perfection, it's because the lies in our story keep us from seeing the truth. The truth is that every human born is perfect because only perfection exists. And that is the truth, because source energy has been creating a beautiful adventure, and we're going on it. And it's when we don't go on the adventure and we follow other people's advice instead of our own core beliefs, that we find this happening. And that's why a lot of humanity has this happening in our reality, because it literally manifests in the way of perpetrator victim, because we're not seeing ourselves as whole in ourselves. And so when we're coming back, we're going through all this, you're going through all this mind stuff that you're going to be going through and working out how to take control back of your mind and how to find clarity within yourself. You will start to see yourself as everything was aligned perfectly for your life to transcend. And this was a transcending pile at the beginning. That's what I said. Okay, so we have help here. You do have help with this. There is going to be, and I'm feeling divine help. Silence kind of wanted to come out as well. There's also pace. I felt like retreat. For some reason, retreat went in my head too. So you might want to just take a rest or respite through this next part of this year as well. Help is on its way. Help, look, ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. Now, this might be from somebody else physically, but when it flew out, I literally saw your guides. I saw those that are connected to your soul and in a higher frequency are surrounding you through this, and they are embracing you, they are helping you, they are guiding you, that you will get help through this. This is not something that you're doing on your own, even though it might feel that way. The more that you can silence that mind of yours, it even says, rest your mind. Silence is good self-care. So the more that you can silence your mind, the more that you will become more in touch with who you are, and that you are perfect, even with the thoughts that you have. It's okay. It's part of the journey. It's part of the release and it's shifting into a whole other higher vibration. So I love that. It's I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm going to end up with reminding you that the sun came out, and the sun is the most positive card. So this is where you're leading, and it came up with the Queen of Cups. This is what you're leading to. Queen of Cups is someone who knows her emotions. She knows how to walk through this life, and she can feel into everything. She becomes psychic. She's a very psychic person. So this might be a clarity that you're finding within yourself, because I did bring that up in this reading quite a bit about being psychic, predictions, understanding where your energy is flowing now. You are the river. You're the river of life. You become the river of life. And that means that you can wield where you want to go. So the sun is shining on you through this whole transition. You have help. It's okay. Just relax and breathe. And whenever you find that mind coming up for you, just relax and breathe into it and say, that's okay. I can shift this because I've caught it. I become the observer of it. Sorry, mind. And what you're doing is you're changing up neuron paths in your brain that have been fixed there for a very long time. When they start to break away and fall away, you'll create new neuron paths. You start to use your imagination to create those new neuron paths. Okay, so we have that. We will leave pile 2 there, and we will go into pile 3. Thank you. Sorry. So cool. Okay, pile 3. Pile 3. I'll just shuffle these a bit, get that energy out. Here, everything's falling. Okay. Hi, Mona. Good to see you. Okay. Pile 3. Here we go. Let's go into pile 3. Pile 3. Any messages for pile 3? Energy of pile 3, please. Messages for the energy of pile 3, please. Okay. We have 2 that's come out. You picked pile 3. Very interesting. Pile 3. I just keep you guys in suspense, right, for a little bit longer. Pile 3, please. Any messages for pile 3? We got 2 that fell out straight away. Oh, I'm going to take that one because it actually wanted to come out sideways. So it's almost like you didn't want to see that. Pile 3. Here we go. Oh my gosh, one fell on the floor. that one really flew out. There. Okay, pile 3. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is interesting. An interesting read here for pile 3. Wow, we started off for the rest of the year. We have this. I literally see a decision being made of 2 portals, two chances, 2 something coming through for you. 2 of Wands is a beautiful story. It is a choice, but it's also a love story. So it's like I choose from love. I choose from love, and we've got the star coming out. So you now ready to choose from love. I think that this has given me the feeling of I'm ready to choose from my own self-love and what I really deserve. And that's why the wishing star has come out. And it's very galactic. So there could be some wishes that you're wishing upon to connect to your galactic soul tribe, your team, find out more about who you are. That sort of feeling is coming up. An expansion of yourself through choosing what's right for you now. That's what's coming up. And then we have the 4 of Swords, which is like a rest, but it's time to get up. So it's going inwards, sort of like protection mode. 4 of Swords upright, but I'm feeling like something's going to shift you so that you're not resting anymore. It's like the universe, it may be this wish that comes through is going to shift you into moving again into the next phase. And even when we do find a beautiful up leveling of ourselves, where we've opened our doorways into something beautiful coming up, even when we do that, it's still, then have to recap, start from being like that new frequency, getting used to it. How do I ground this? How do I work with this new frequency? That sort of thing. And I'm feeling that with this, as the wish comes in, it shifts you into a new frequency. It's time to stop, to wake up more, and then you're going to see even more. So what was keeping you bound in the part, and it's kind of like when you up level up, in the level below, you didn't see what was what was still blocking you or keeping you in a limited reality. But when you level up, you're like, okay, I can see it now. I can feel that now. And so you might feel a little bit to begin with, but they're asking always with that 10 of Swords, I feel like it's time to stand up and release all of that you have been carrying, because it's going to show you something new. There is also, this is really strange reading, because after that came the devil. And the devil is someone who bounds somebody and holds somebody, right? And here we have that kind of bounding and holding. And the Swords, 4 of Swords, but it is in reverse. So you're definitely seeing through this. It's like when you level up, you start to see all of those, you start to see the devil outside you, and the devil in reverse is lived. So to me, it's the opposite of lived. It's like you're not living, you're bound by somebody else. You're not living your story. So it's like you see it now. You're standing up, you're at the end of it. So it's 10, being the 10 of Swords. You're going to stand up, and it's like, oh my God, I see all that I didn't see in that lower frequency, all that was keeping me bound. And now it's like, because it's in front of you, you have to then navigate through it. So even though this wish is coming in, and you are going to feel a lot more enlightened, I do feel like a gift is coming in with this, something that makes you feel like you are oh my God, I've made it. I'm in a higher frequency. How cool is this? I'm getting my wishes, that sort of thing. But at the same time, it's like seeing through the polarity game, seeing through those that are still holding you down in certain aspects of your life that don't resonate with the higher frequencies, but you see through it because you've leveled up. That's the story I'm getting for the rest of this year. Let's pull another deck here and see what comes up for this other deck. Actually, it's that one. I've got the wrong pack. I'm thinking that doesn't feel right. Okay. So we'll see what other stories come up with this other deck. Oh my gosh, everything wants to fly out. And that one went back in, so I'm going to grab it, but it's in reverse. Okay, so there is something you're not seeing. Justice and temperance. We have the Seven of Cups. So this is definitely learning to use your imagination in the higher frequencies. So in the higher frequencies, we've now got more control over our logical mind, and we're learning how to wield our imagination of what we actually want to ground into this world, because the next step is to shift it up, shift the story, create something new. So this card is, what am I choosing? What do I want to actually focus in on now? There's so much that I could focus in on, and I can ground it. So, oh my God, it's like a kid in a candy store kind of thing. Oh my God, which one? And I've got $100 in my pocket. I can choose whatever I want now. That sort of feeling is coming up for you guys. But we do have justice and temperance, although they did come in reverse. So I am feeling though that it is justice and temperance. You have got balance within yourself, and you do have justice with the gift coming in because you've done a lot of work on yourself and you've figured it all out. But it's almost like as it comes in, be aware that you aren't seeing it as, oh, I've got to look this gift horse in the mouth. They're bringing up a story where I was just about, something came in fruition for me. And then I was like, oh my God, I did it. And then it was like, yeah, but, and so that those old past kind of paradigms come up of that hold you in that lower frequency again of, yeah, but how long is it going to last? And so there's that worry of a little bit of concern, or it's, even though justice has come and you can find balance again, there's still that snippet that needs to be released of trusting your reality to bring you, to guide you, to hold you, to secure you in whatever endeavors you take, without the worry, without needing to go back into the logical mind, without it. So there's a transition there that's taking place, and it's kind of giving me that feeling of, it's not so much to and fro because you've got control over your mind, but it still sneaks in every now and then. And when we go into into the higher frequencies, there will be a point where it totally releases, and then you're like, oh, I absolutely have faith in myself. So I do feel this is learning for you to have absolute faith in yourself and your outside reality combined. They show me that figure of 8, that magic. This magic is wielded into this reality without the concern of anything being taken away from you if something comes in. It's kind of like that will fall away was meant to fall away, and trusting that gain, trusting something. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse as well. So there's a load that you're putting down. You're now choosing to release. I'm not carrying this load anymore. It's something in your mind that you still, as you move into the higher frequencies, is still pulling you back a little bit, and just be aware of that. And it's okay. It's all meant to be working out that way. It's meant to happen that way. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just like you're infant or a baby stepping into a whole new world. And so it does feel a little bit concerning, because you have released your power that you had when you reached the pinnacle of the last stage, and now you released it enough to move into the next stage. It's a higher frequency where you can manifest more of what you wish, but it's also you're just a baby in it learning. So yeah, there's something there. And you also have the moon card that's coming up, which is coming underneath the devil card. So something that's not been seen will be seen. Something will shine. The sun, your light within you of you finding your self-love will shine on this devil. It will illuminate it. So that was which was not seen before will be seen, and that's coming up for you for this year. It's quite a journey that you're taking. You're gonna see wonderful things happening around you, but you're also gonna understand that it's not that there's still work to do. It's almost like the understanding that the old paradigm doesn't have the influence on you unless you start to, there's certain belief patterns that you might have to just let go of, and they will show up. They will show up for you to let go. Okay, so we'll get these cards as well. They have some really profound messages on them, but they also have the word God in there. So please replace it with Divine Creator or Source Energy or whatever you want. If you don't, like, some people are funny with the word God. Okay. Please give a message for pile 3. Thank you. A clear message for pile 3, please. Here we go. One's flipped up and it's gone back into the pack. I will grab that one. I enjoy the presence of myself. It totally goes with this. This is the feeling I'm getting. This is all your work. You've done so well. You're doing so well. And now it's more of, I just got to enjoy this. I've just got to have fun with these gifts coming in and enjoy the fact that I'm a manifester of my own creation, and enjoy the fact that I've leveled up and like start to have more playful energy in this newness of yourself. It says, I find myself smiling and have fun even when I just sit by myself. The more I enjoy myself, the more I enjoy my life, and the more I enjoy my presence of everyone around me. So when you're enjoying yourself by yourself and you just ooze that within yourself, no matter what circumstance, where you walk, whatever you do, then that is the truth of what your presence is. And so it naturally will gravitate or bring in people's awareness of, oh my God, that person is so, just something about them. They seem happy, and it's a truth. It's a true happiness. It's not a pretend happiness, like people that walk around to give an example, like Hollywood, and they're like fake smiles and all of that sort of stuff. Now, this is a true essence, true happiness. You found a coreness within you that's going to create, or mastery within you that's going to create from the inside out. And it's beautiful. Okay, so we'll have do one of these cards as well. For Geo, I heard star blessings in the bed last night and ringing in my ears, so I keep healing. We'll just wait. Yes, you're on the right path. This is an up leveling. This file feels like you've up leveled, but okay, we'll grab all 3. Because they all come out together. You're up leveling, but in the up level, you're vulnerable as well. So it's okay if just come back to playfulness and playful energy and start to enjoy your life a lot more. We have the cards love. These are all blue purple cards, so very intuitive. feel, crown chakras and that sort of thing. So we have love coming in. Choose love. Let love become a powerful force for change. We have reflect. Keep your eyes open. Joy lives in the smallest of places. I kid you not. Joy lives in the smallest of places. It's so cool how they all work together. And then we have choice. And that's so funny because your first card was all about choice, right? How cool is that? And it's the angel of choice. You always have the right to change your mind too as you go along. So even though you have up leveled into this higher frequency and you know now how to navigate your mind a little bit more, and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting there. I'm starting to see something coming in. As your year goes by. Remember, this is for the rest of the year. And you might have chosen something back then when you were in the blockage of what you really wanted in your life. And then when you up level and you come on the other side, you're like, I don't really need that. It's not something I attain to anymore. And you might choose something else. You can change your mind at any given moment so that because it might feel different on the other side of the coin, so to speak, when these gifts and these wishes start to manifest into your reality, you might decide to choose a bit different. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's pile 3. I'll put those cards aside. I think for fun, we shall open up the chat bar, whoever's here, for just a couple of readings. So I will leave everybody else here. Thank you so much for being part of this. And if you want to know more about my masterclasses, there's a link on my channel, and they're coming up in August, which is clearing the mind through to telepathy. And yeah, so the resale will be back up in August, about August the 10th. I think I'm going to do August the 10th or 11th. Yes. And if you want an intuitive reading with me one-on-one, then my Zoom link is down below too. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and all of that funny stuff. So that's so cool. Okay, Debbie. I don't usually do chat bar readings, but I just feel like it. So if I feel like it, I feel like it. So we have the King of Wands and the one that fell on the ground. Oh, actually 2 fell on the ground together. Really interesting. So we have the King of Wands. You're coming into some power and taking back your power, because we also have the 4 of Swords and the High Priestess coming in together. But the 4 of Swords is in reverse, just like it was in one of the readings. So like the 4 of Swords in reverse. It's time to move into the High Priestess. It's time for you to step up and become, take back your power of the High Priestess, who is a very psychic, tuned in, know thyself, magical person. So there might be a time where your retreat is now stopped and you need to look, almost like they're showing me, looking back at oneself. Seeing yourself through the eyes of another is going to help you out, because we tend to get in our heads of who we are, a logical mind, and that's holding all of those spaces of what other people have told us we are. But when you see it from the truth of somebody from love, and you see who you are from that aspect, then you see yourself as different. So there's some sort of change up here of you returning back to your original self. And it becomes easier if you look at it from an outside perspective in. So that's for Debbie. Okay. Hannah. You're welcome, Gio. Thank you for supporting me as well in the chat bar. Okay. And being part of this awesome family. I have an awesome YouTube family. Tama. Tama, Tama, Tama. Okay, we have three that's fallen out for you as well. We have like striving for a wish to come in. We have a star in reverse. Oh my gosh, I wish that would come in. When's it going to come in? I want that to come in. And then on the side, so interesting that these came out on the side. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So this is a new beginning for your mind. So even though you've got this wish that you really want to attain, your mind might be like, oh my God, it's never come in before. So isn't it, is it going to happen? But it's actually saying new beginnings with your mind, new beginnings with taking hold of control of who you are, and it will come in real fast. So when you step into that new beginning of your mind, it's going to come in really fast because the Eight of Wands is somebody, look at, he's like shooting an arrow. It's like, I know with clarity that this is going to come in. When you decide, you know, with clarity that it's going to come in, the star will turn it upright and then you will have the wish that you desired coming for you, coming for you. So called coming for you. Okay. Athena. 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 Athena, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. It's come out. There's a lot of reverses happening at the moment, isn't there? I'll just see if there's one more card. Yeah, there you go. Oh my God, High Priestess. So Three of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who's looking into the distance and he's holding these, like, I know where I'm going. Okay, I've made a decision now. I've made a decision and I'm going to stay here. And you can go. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know where they come from, but in any case, I love it when spirit takes me. Yeah, like they're even showing up, these clouds are starting, like you're illuminating your own light now. You know who you are. You're starting to stand in your own self and your own sovereignty. But it did come in reverse. So this is something you're attaining to, so that you can become the High Priestess. The High Priestess comes out for you as well. Isn't that cool where a lot of the people that are in the chat bar and stuff are starting to return back to their the power of the feminine. And that's exactly what humanity needs. Humanity needs the rebalance to be coming in, where the power of humanity, power of the feminine side of our magic, of the ability to change up things, to shift the story. Like when the feminines take power back and become the High Priestess, the story changes, everything changes, because we're no longer going to put up with the crap anymore. We're going to shift it. So this is very much a reading of saying you're shifting your story. You're learning to shift your story. Yeah, and from empowerment of self. Okay, guys, I think I'll leave it there. I think I've done enough for the free readings and stuff. I usually don't do them today anyway, and I will be back on Tuesday for sure at another channeled message from my team and me. Unless I'm back before then, we will see what happens. I might come and step up and do another live during the weekend. We'll see how it goes. Love you guys heaps. And yeah, until next time, bye.